Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is NRLOA Kickoff 2017. 32 drivers come to the Auto Club Speedway this year, representing each of the 32 teams in the National Football League. And on top of this being a special event where these 32 drivers are trying to get the win, this will also determine the draft order for our Fantasy Football League. There are 20 drivers out there, including my driver, Benny Watson. The first time I've used him in a race, and hopefully it'll be the only time, but we're just going to have to see how we do the draft and all that stuff next year. But yes, my driver is in this race, but in case you don't know, I'm not going to make him win. And I did show you guys the ratings for my driver compared to everybody else, and everybody is completely equal. All 32 drivers have a chance at winning here today, and for the 20 who are in the Fantasy Football League, they all have an even chance at being the #1 draft pick on Friday night, which is tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Same exact time as the Napa Truck Series sign-up. For gonna have a pretty busy night tomorrow. But anyways, we're ready to get this one started. I'm not going to take too much time explaining things. It's a special event. It's 40 laps of action here at the Auto Club Speedway, 80 miles long, and there are going to be normal pit stops in this race like they are in a Chick-fil-A Cup Series race. So yeah, it's pretty simple. No points, none of that. We're just racing for the win, and that's the good thing about these special events, and I'm definitely looking forward to doing this one here tonight. Let's go ahead, head trackside for the command to fire these guys up here for NRLOA Kickoff 2017.
Drivers, start your engines.
And a great command there to fire these guys up. We're ready to kick off here at the Auto Club Speedway. Of course, this special event almost didn't happen. It kind of happened at the spur of the moment, and it came from an idea that I had of organizing our draft order for our league, and I'm like, you know what, why don't we do an NR 2003 race to do that? We only got 20 in the league, can't do one for all 32 cars, so I figured I'd open the sign-ups to some other guys so we can actually have a full special event for this. Now, it is shorter than it was last year, and that is in the interest of time because of work. I'm working literally every single day this week, except for Sunday, of course, and it's a lot. I don't have as much time as I used to, and with me starting college next week, it's just going to be really, really busy. So yeah, it's only going to be 40 laps, but it's still going to be a good race, and there's still going to be plenty of time for those guys in the back to move their way up front and possibly get the win. Nicholas Wade in the 32 starts on the pole position alongside him. It's the 26 of Patrick Smith. Number 25, it's Alex Bonsignor. First time he's been in a race in quite some time. And there's my guy, Benny Watson, in number 31. His first career Napa Fan start here today. And it's going to be his only one for quite some time. Number 59 is driven by Zach Ryan. The number 33 is Ace Garcia. 19 of Cody Smart. Cody Sill, excuse me there, wrong Cody. Then the 60 of Reagan Whitlock. Diego Yepez starts alongside Cookie Helms. Y'all should know the teams by now. Running out of time. The green flag is out. We're racing here at Auto Club. Oh, and already in the fence! That's Marty Johnson in the 17, and on the first lap of the race, a massive accident. Exiting turn number 2. The Carolina Panthers car, driven by Jay Jefferson, all torn up. Nick Smith, Reagan Whitlock. There's Nathan Stapleton with major damage in the number 68. And Marty Johnson in the 17, all torn up as well. The first lap of the race, Tristan Allen with damage. Daniel McMillan in the 13. That's unfortunate. And we got the 21 as well, Blaine Keys with damage. Well, that is not exactly how we wanted to begin this event. Alex Bonsignor won the race back to the line. They're trying to come down the pit lane here, and I believe they all are going to come down now. You know what? There are going to be some guys who stay out, I believe. I think. I don't know. Yeah, Alex Bonsignor is going to stay out in 25 from the lead. While Nicholas Wade on down comes down the pit lane, with the exception of Isaac Nichols, Cody Sill, number 53 of Aaron Walpole, the 8 of Eli Bright, and the Arizona Cardinals machine, 98 of Mitchell Carter. Everybody else down the pit lane. Let's see who wins the race off here. Following with the number 32, our pole sitter, Nicholas Wade. And you got a pretty good view of the exit of the pit lane here. And we'll be able to see who wins the race off. And I believe it's going to be the number 59 of Zach Ryan. But he's not going to be later when we restart. That's going to be Alex Bonsignor in the number 25. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution here in NRLOA Kickoff 2017. Well, you see here, the 36 of Jonathan King bumped up into Blaine Keys, and then he went into the field. Marty Johnson in the 17. What a view there. And when we show the official standings, all of the drivers with a D next to their name, those are drivers who are in the Fantasy Football League, and they are in the draft. And Marty Johnson, one of those drivers in the draft. Same with Tristan Allen, Daniel McMillan, Nick Smith, and Blaine Keys. Nathan Stapleton as well involved in this crash. A lot of good drivers with damage. That's Davey Johnson back in there. In the number 12, the Atlanta Falcons machine. And if any of you saw the Super Bowl last year, you know what that team did. But still, an unfortunate crash, knocking out a lot of good drivers on the first lap of the race. Just an unfortunate one here at the Auto Club Speedway. Following with Marty Johnson for this one. And a very wild ride for the Buffalo Bills machine. First lap crash, Reagan Whitlock, Daniel McMillan, Tristan Allen, Nick Smith, Davey Johnson, Jay Jefferson, Cookie Helms, Blaine Keys, and Nathan Stapleton all involved in this crash, and most of them are going to be knocked out for the rest of the race. Tough break for those guys, especially the ones who are in the Fantasy League. They might not necessarily get Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady in the draft. Just don't think that's going to happen for them. But, you know, this is the most fair way I could determine how to line up that draft order, so this is the way it's going to be for you guys. Alex Bonsignor out front of the 25. Been a while since he's raced here on FFM, but he's back in action and leading the field here at NRLOA Kickoff 2017. Let's go ahead and see what happens on the restart here at Auto Club. Back here at the Auto Club Speedway for NRLOA Kickoff 2017. The number 25, the New York Giants machine. I'm not really a New York Giants fan, and as you can tell, I'm put in the Cowboys car. You might know why. But still, Alex Bonsignor, kind of hard not to like him. Leading the field right now in the number 25. You got Isaac Nichols in the 46, Cody Sill, Aaron Walpole, and the number 8 of Eli Bright rounding up the top 5. Green flag back in the air here at the Auto Club Speedway. Bonsignor, Nichols, Walpole, Bright, they're all in the Fantasy League trying to get that number 1 pick in the draft for Friday night. Right now the 25 has it, but Cody Sill to the inside, and Sill's just here to win. He's here for nothing else. And he's going to drive to the inside of Alex Bonsignor and attempt to take the lead away. Here comes Mitchell Carter. He's a HERS Dash Series champion, and that series currently going on right now. Trying to get to the inside of the Green Bay Packers machine, not able to do so. Bonsignor with a run on the outside lane, and he's going to remain out front here at the Auto Club Speedway. He's going to clear Cody Sill and remain out front. There goes Jonathan King. He's one of those guys trying to get a good draft spot And he is going to the inside of Zach Ryan, who won the race off the pit lane for the 3rd position. Got some 4 wide here. That's Matt Tuck on the inside of Aaron Walpole, Isaac Nichols, and the number 8 of Eli Bright. Matt Tuck's in the Fantasy League, and he actually won it last year. So he's definitely one to watch for. A lot of these guys kind of probably hoping that he'd be one of the last guys to finish here today. But right now, he's still out there on the racetrack. The chance of getting that number 1 spot in the draft. Anyways, Cody Sills trying all he can to get by the 25 of Alex Bonsignor. Can't quite do it, and Bonsignor definitely getting a great run in this 25 right now, staying out front. Here comes Zach Ryan to the outside of the 19, and Ryan was on the pit lane, so he might possibly have fresher tires than our leader Alex Bonsignor at the moment. But Bonsignor definitely showing the way here at the Auto Club Speedway right now. He's been the dominant guy so far. Lap 8 is complete. And here comes Zach Ryan. I think Zach Ryan might try for the lead here to the inside of Bonsignor, trying to get it exiting turn 2. He's got the run. Isaac Nichols pushing him on the inside lane. And the 46 might try to go 3 wide for the lead entering turn 3. Not going to do so quite yet. There goes Zach Ryan to the inside of Alex Bonsignor, and this time somebody's going to pass the 25. So Zach Ryan's going to lead lap number 9. He's just here for the win. Quite a few of these guys up front are just here for the win, especially the defending champion of NRLOA Kickoff, Chespin Pokey, who, if you remember that race last year, almost should not have won that thing. We had about 4 or 5 different guys who we thought were going to win the race before he officially crossed the line in first place. Dan Park was leading late in the going, ran out of fuel at the end on the final lap, which was under caution, went down to the apron, and the number 6 took the lead and took the win away right at the end. Mitchell Carter, Chespin Pokey, Cody Smart, Cody Sill. The second time I've done that. If I'm not mistaken, I think Cody Smart might have driven this car last year, and that might be throwing me off. But that's Cody Sill, wrong Cody, and Isaac Nichols also down the pit lane. Bonsignor back out front in the 25, and with those guys coming down the pit lane, that split these guys up. There's the 14 of Derek Hamill. He's right now 4th. Diego Yepez in the 61, the 10 of Brad Stover. And in the wall, the 15 on his side. That is Daniel Bouchard crashing with Benny Watson, Sam Robinson, and Jonathan Rains. Nick Smith might have been involved in this one, possibly, and that's going to majorly shake things up. Watson with a lot of damage in the 31 in his first ever Napa fan start. Not going to be the best of races for him, but who cares? And that is coming from the guy who owns that driver, okay? Who cares? But anyways, that happened right in the middle of pit stops. Patrick Smith in the 26. Derek Hamill, Diego Yepez, Eli Bright, Ace Garcia, the 02 of Fisher G. This might be his first ever start on Napa Fan, possibly, as a driver. He's going to stay out. Alexander Rowe, Reagan Whitlock, Daniel McMillan. Of course, we know that Isaac Nichols... Oh, Nichols is coming down again. That's interesting. And here are the guys who came down the pit lane right before that caution came out. Alex Bonsignor, Zach Ryan, Aaron Walpole, Brad Stover, Matt Tuck, and Jonathan King. I don't know who's all going to be on the lead lap or not after all this, but we will sort it out. Remember, we did have a rule change a couple of weeks ago. We abolished the double file restart, so everybody starts in a single file line for each restart now, no matter what lap you're actually on, so that's definitely going to shake things up. The 02 of Fisher G is, in fact, the leader right now. And if I'm not mistaken, Isaac Nichols is caught a lap down in the number 46. However, we still have 24 drivers on the lead lap at the moment, I do believe. And I think they include these guys. Alex Bonsignor, Zach Ryan, Aaron Walpole. I think they're on the lead lap, but I could be incorrect about that statement. Trying to find and see where they are. We will figure it out once we're all done. Benny Watson's going to stay out there. So will Matt Tuck, the 32 of Nicholas Wade, the pole sitter in this race, and Jonathan King coming off the pit lane right now. And Chespin Pokey, or excuse me, my goodness, what's my problem? Fisher G in the 02 is going to come down, and so is Isaac Nichols again. So if I'm not mistaken, that's going to hand the lead back to Alex Bonsignor in the 25. Nichols is actually going to stay out. I don't know why he was cutting down there, but the 02 is coming down, and he's going to relinquish the lead to the 25, I do believe. Let's go ahead and double check this one here. As they cross the start-finish line, lap 13 of 40, the 25 of Alex Bonsignor is the leader, and he will restart first when we restart here at the Auto Club Speedway. First, let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the second caution here in NRLOA Kickoff 2017. So I'm sorry to say this, but this crash was my fault. Benny Watson getting into Sam Robinson, and then chaos ensues. Davey Johnson has nowhere to go, and he's one of those guys in the Fantasy League, along with Jonathan Rains. Now, for Daniel Bouchard, Sam Robinson, they're just here the race, but Robinson, excuse me, I can't get these names straight. Bouchard had a very interesting ride on the wall, and if you turn your computer sideways, it looks like he's just driving the wall, which is actually kind of cool. But it did not end too well for the number 15 Oakland Raiders machine, soon to be Las Vegas Raiders. I don't get that at all. That's stupid. But anyways, Bouchard upside down. Benny Watson, major damage in the 31. Same with Sam Robinson, Davey Johnson, and Jonathan Rains. Replay this in real time. You can see that 9 come up as he was clipped by the 31 and the 15. Just nowhere to go. And it does not end well. But that is racing, and that is the Auto Club Speedway as well. This is one of the crazier places we go to. This is the newer version of the California Speedway. The Chick-fil-A Cup Series has not come to this version of the racetrack for that very reason. You see Nick Smith, I believe he might have been involved in the initial crash, but he does have damage in the number 28. But we'll sort it all out when we restart here at the Auto Club Speedway. Alex Bonsignor is the leader in the number 25. Back here at the Auto Club Speedway for NRLOA Kickoff 2017. And it sure has been a doozy up to this point. 2 big crashes, 2 cars flipping upside down. But we only have a few guys, well, we only have about 2/3 of the guys left on the racetrack right now, I think. No, 3/4, I think. I don't know. But still, a lot of action still left to go. Alex Bonsignor, Zach Ryan, Aaron Walpole, Cody Sill, and I think the 98 of Mitchell Carter is, in fact, in the 5th position. Okay. I thought that was Nicholas Wade for a moment. That's actually Mitchell Carter in the Arizona Cardinals machine. Back to racing. Alex Bonsignor trying to get around Isaac Nichols. Nichols, I think, is on the tail end of the lead lap right now. So if the caution were to come out and he was ahead of all the leaders, he would get back on the lead lap. But he's going to go a lap down right here. And he was caught a lap down because of that caution. So his car is going to run just as fast as everybody else's, but he is going to get passed by Alex Bonsignor, and Bonsignor back out front in the number 25. Aaron Walpole is also part of the draft there. He might get that first place spot. Right now, 3rd, trying to get to the inside of the 59 of Zach Ryan. But here comes defending NRLOA Kickoff champion, Chespin Pokey in the number 6. His only career win on Napa came about a year ago, and he returns to this event in the Jacksonville Jaguars machine. Patrick Smith in the 26, Alexander Rowe in the 96 on the inside lane, trying to get something to work down there, but it's been the outside lane in this race. Top 4 single file right now, and they're all led by the 25 of Alex Bonsignor. I like the way they fan out through the corners here. Aaron Walpole is going to try to get to the inside of the 25, an Indianapolis 250 champion. And we know that Aaron Walpole is a good driver, one of the best we have had. He hasn't raced in quite some time, Been taking a few months off. Hopefully he'll return to the Napa Truck Series and possibly race another series here on Napa Fan. But even if he doesn't, he's got a good run going for him right now. Leading the field here at the Auto Club Speedway. Lap 18 of 40 is complete here at Auto Club. Zach Ryan, Diego Yepez in the 61. They're on the inside lane. Isaac Nichols is a lap down. The 19 of Cody Sill with Derek Hamill right behind him. Brad Stover on the inside lane, and all these guys are in that draft. And they're trying to get that #1 pick. I mean, I'm telling you, Aaron Rodgers is probably going to have a pretty good season. You might want to pick him if you're that #1 pick. Because it's not going to be me. I've already kind of crashed out in this race, and I'm definitely not going to be the highest of those 20 drivers. Number 53, Aaron Wolpole out front next time by, halfway through NRLOA Kickoff 2017. Here comes the 61, trying to dive to the inside of Chessman Pokey. Diego Yepez not able to do so. Pokey's going to stay in the second position. Zach Ryan on the outside here of all these guys, and the number 10's going to get put in the outside wall with Alexander Rowe and Isaac Nichols. That's unfortunate there. And I think they were reacting to some guys coming down the pit lane. You see Pokey, Sill, and Carter all down. And Brad Stover with a lot of damage in the number 10 after that one. There's Alexander Rowe. He was involved as well in the 96. It looks like his night's going to be done. Aaron Walpole won the race back to the line in the 53. We'll see if these guys come down. How many guys are left on the lead lap? 19 after this one. But not all of them are going to be contending for this win, as some of those guys do have damage, like myself. Of course, it's actually not my real name. Most of you probably know that, but still, it's my driver. And right now, Benny Watson, 19th, on the tail end of the lead lap. And it looks like everybody on the lead lap is going to come down, with the exception of Ace Garcia and Daniel McMillan in the two cars that sport my two least favorite teams in the NFL. Pittsburgh Steelers, Philadelphia Eagles. I know I live in Pennsylvania and all that, but I cannot stand either of these teams at all. But Ace Garcia is definitely happy with it right now in the number 33, leading the field. He's going to stay out, and so is Daniel McMillan in the 13. Both of these guys in the draft, and they're going to fight for that lead when we restart. Aaron Walpole will win the race off the pit lane. He'll be third when we restart here at the Auto Club Speedway. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring up the third caution here in NRLOA Kickoff 2017. I do believe Isaac Nichols was attempting to come down the pit lane, because I think he came down on the 10 of Brad Stover, and Stover had nowhere to go in the outside wall, significantly hard. And Alexander Rowe had nowhere to go in this one, unfortunately. A tough break for those drivers, especially Brad Stover. Part of the Fantasy League, not going to be up there in the draft, most likely after this one. And Stover taking a hard hit. But that was the mildest crash we have seen here tonight, fortunately. Nobody went upside down. But I believe Rowe and Stover are going to be done for the night after that one. Anyways, number 33 of Ace Garcia is the leader right now. And there he is. He stayed out along with Daniel McMillan. Let's go ahead and see what they do on the restart here in NRLOA Kickoff 2017. Back here at the Auto Club Speedway, and Ace Garcia, Daniel McMillan both came down the pit lane and relinquished their positions. They did not come down the pit lane when everybody else did. So that's going to hand the lead over to the defending NRLOA Kickoff champion, Chessman Pokey, in the number 6. Him, along with Cody Sill, came down the pit lane right when that caution came out. They're 1-2. And it's Aaron Walpole, Zach Ryan, and Diego Yepez, the top 5. The only one of those 5 in the NRLOA Fantasy Football League is Aaron Walpole. And currently, the way they're currently running, Aaron Walpole would have the number 1 draft position for the Fantasy League. He's going to go to second, trying to get to the inside of Cody Sill. And he might get a nose to the inside of Chespin Pokey for the lead. But I think the 6 is going to get the drafting help down the backstretch and remain in the first position. Here comes Eli Bright in the 8 to the inside of Cody Sill. We also got the 14 of Derek Hamill here. Jonathan King, Patrick Smith, Matt Tuck. Matt Tuck's been very quiet in this race. But the Seattle Seahawks machine might be able to get it done here tonight. And let me tell you, Matt Tuck knows how to play fantasy football. He won our league last year, and he's looking to do it again. He's looking to get that first draft position, but right now it is to Aaron Walpole, as he is the highest driver of those in the league. He's going to dive to the inside of the 19 of Cody Sill, not able to make it stick, and Chespin Pokey is going to remain out front, trying to win this race for the second year in a row. Got a good chance of doing that. I don't believe we have as many guys making their first career starts here today as we did last year. Of course, Chespin Pokey made his first career start on Napa Fan in this race last year, and he won the event. There goes Cody Sill to the inside, and the number 19 is going to race side by side with the number 6 for the lead. But here comes Zach Ryan, 3 wide to the inside. I think Pokey's going to lose it, but I think it's going to go to Cody Sill off the corner. And a great run by the number 19. You see these guys bobbing and weaving through the field. How about our pole sitter, Nicholas Wade? He's found his way back inside the top 10. Right now running in the 7th position. I thought he had damage from earlier on, but turns out he did not. And here he is with a chance at possibly winning this race. Got Matt Tuck here on the inside lane, and Alex Bonsignor still with a shot in the 25. Bonsignor and Tuck, along with Aaron Walpole, I believe they're the most experienced drivers in this lead pack right now, and you're going to want to watch for those guys possibly getting this victory. Cody Sill out front in the 19. 12 laps to go in NRLOA Kickoff 2017. Here at the Auto Club Speedway, there goes Zach Ryan to the inside, trying to take the lead away. Not able to do so. Sill's going to remain out front in the number 19. The Green Bay Packers machine, trying to hold off what is now the Los Angeles Chargers machine. Jacksonville Jaguars, the Indianapolis Colts, and the Minnesota Vikings, driven by Diego Yepez. 4 wide back in here. Nicholas Wade along with Eli Bright, Derek Hamill, Alex Bonsignor. They're going to keep it clean for now. Somebody on the apron back in there. At least I thought there was. Nah, I'm not seeing it correctly. They're just going low through the tri-oval there. And right now, I believe 18 drivers are on the lead lap. The last guy on the lead lap is Benny Watson in the 31. Other than that, that's it. 18 drivers on the lead lap, and that's going to change right here. Drivers coming down the pit lane for the first time today. This is actually going to work out for these guys. So Cody Sill down with Mitchell Carter, Chespin Pokey, Zach Ryan, and Aaron Walpole. And the lead is going to be relinquished to the number 36 of Jonathan King. Diego Yepez also stayed out there, but these guys are still going to have to make another stop in this race, like these drivers who just came down. So this is going to be interesting to see where all these guys file in. My goodness, I think the 14 almost got clipped by the 8, Derek Hamill and Eli Bright. But fortunately for those drivers, it did not happen. There goes the 13 of Daniel McMillan and the 60 of Reagan Whitlock down the pit lane. And these guys who came down the lap before are coming out right now. Cody Sill beating Mitchell Carter, Chespin Pokey, Aaron Walpole, and Zach Ryan off. Nick Smith as well. And I think Benny Watson also came down along with those guys. Nicholas Wade leads the second group down. And I do not believe anybody else is still on the lead lap and still has yet to make a pit stop in this race. Jonathan King is going to be at an advantage here in the 36. And he is going to be the first driver off the pit lane right here. And you see the rest of the drivers behind here coming through the tri-oval. Mitchell Carter, Cody Sill. You see where Cody Sill files in with the rest of these drivers, and I think Cody Sill's going to get a pretty good run here. He's now in the 3rd position. Diego Yepez is going to come out right ahead of him. No, Sill's going to drive by him, but I think Jonathan King is going to be at the advantage here right now in the 36. He's rather ahead right now of the number 19, and he's got a pretty good clear view of the lead right now. Next guy in line is Benny Watson. He's halfway down the backstretch. So Jonathan King, Cody Sill, Diego Yepez, actually Aaron Walpole, Mitchell Carter, Diego Yepez, Jespen Pokey, Alex Bonsignor, the 32 of Mitchell Carter, the 32 of Nicholas Wade. That's like the 4th time I've done that. I just don't know, guys. I just don't know. Isaac Nichols is a lap down, I believe, in the 46. Right now, 20th. Matt Tuck, Patrick Smith, Eli Bright, Zach Ryan, Daniel McMillan, Ace Garcia is behind Derek Hamill. Originally, Ace Garcia was going to be in the 14, but these two drivers switched rides. And then Reagan Whitlock back in there for the lead. These guys drafting in on the 36, and everybody from Alex Bonsignor on to our leader. I believe they all still have a chance at victory here today. Jonathan King not only trying to win the race, but trying to get the first draft pick in the NRLOA Fantasy League. I think he might have a pretty good chance at doing it here because it's kind of hard to pass here at the Auto Club Speedway. These guys have had some trouble here tonight doing so, but Mitchell Carter's going to try it here in the 98 to the inside of the 36 for the lead. Not able to do so, and King's going to stay out front. Aaron Walpole's second. Jespen Pokey, the defending winner of this race, in 5th. And it's Diego Yepez and Alex Bonsignor, the top 7. The only 7 in this lead draft right now, and the only 7, I believe, with a chance at victory here today at Auto Club. Cody Sill in the 19. I think he's going to try the outside. He almost got a run to the outside of Jonathan King. Was not able to do so. 3 wide for second. Jespen Pokey to the inside. And we got 5 laps to go in this race. Going to be very shortly from now. We're going to see the checkered flag fly here. We're going to see who gets it done. 4 wide. Diego Yepez almost made it 4 wide. Jespen Pokey blocked him there. And these guys are starting to bunch up. Alex Bonsignor right behind all this one. The most experienced driver in this pack. Actually, got Aaron Walpole. Aaron Walpole is also highly experienced as well. But still, Bonsignor and Walpole, 2 of the best. Wouldn't be surprised if they moved their way to the front, but these guys are good as well. Jonathan King, Mitchell Carter. Of course, Mitchell Carter is a champion. He won the Hertz Dash Series Championship last fall. And here we go. Number 31, Benny Watson in the way. It's going to play into who wins this race, I do believe. They're going to be side by side hitting this 31. They're going to split them. Jonathan King on the outside, Mitchell Carter the inside. Got 3 wide back in here, and I believe Diego Yepez might get held up by the 31. Bonsignor is going to move up to 5th as he gets around Jespen Pokey in the 6th. But nobody has been able to get around Jonathan King here late in the going at the Auto Club Speedway. So Jonathan King with the lead. Mitchell Carter, Cody Sill, Aaron Walpole, Jespen Pokey trying to get around the 25 of Alex Bonsignor. Not able to do so quite yet. He's going to do it there. I really don't think anybody's going to get around Jonathan King here. Got off the pit lane on that last set of pit stops first. Got out ahead by a pretty wide margin. And like I said, passing here has been very difficult. And the 36 might be able to pull away with the victory. Cody Sill in the 19, a little low. And he's coming down the pit lane. So right near the end of this thing, a little bit of fuel strategy in play, a little bit of fuel mileage, but it's the white flag for Jonathan King. This thing's not over yet. Mitchell Carter might get a run, and here comes Aaron Walpole in the 53. Carter got loose through the corner, and they're side by side for the lead on the final lap. Walpole to the inside of Jonathan King. And this 53 might be able to do it. Coming to the checkered flag. Who's going to get it done? Aaron Walpole, Jonathan King. Chespin Pokey's out of fuel on the number 6. Walpole off the corner. Here comes King on the outside. But Aaron Walpole wins the NRLOA Kickoff 2017 race here at the Auto Club Speedway. How about that? Mitchell Carter got loose there, and I think Jonathan King had to check up through the corner, and that allowed Walpole to get the run to the inside and steal the victory. And the number 1 draft pick in the NRLOA Fantasy League. How about that one for the Indianapolis Colts machine, driven by Aaron Walpole? I'm telling you, this guy's good. One of the best drivers here on Napa Fan. Getting it done here tonight. The victory at the Auto Club Speedway with late race drama. How about that one? That was exciting there. Aaron Walpole, Jonathan King, Mitchell Carter, Alex Bonsignor, Diego Yepez, the top 5, Eli Bright, Matt Tuck, Nicholas Wade, Patrick Smith, and Derek Hamill, the top 10. And the draft order is going to be determined by the order of those drivers with the D next to their name. So tomorrow night, Friday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, go to NFL.com, get to our league page, and the draft room's going to be right there. And you guys go ahead and pick your players for that. You see Marty Johnson, Nathan Stapleton playing keys back in there. They're going to be pretty low in that, but it is a snake draft, so those guys who pick low are going to pick high for the next round, so try to make it as fair as possible. But anyways, Aaron Walpole, the winner in an exciting race here at the Auto Club Speedway, stealing the win away from Jonathan King. King led the last 7 or 8 laps of this race, but he was not able to pull away with the victory. And Aaron Walpole, the winner of NRLOA Kickoff 2017. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Napa Truck Series sign-ups at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night, and so is the draft for the NRLOA Fantasy League, and it's all going to happen at the same time. I'm going to be really busy then, but you know what? It's going to be okay. We're going to have fun, and that's why we're here. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching this special event here from the Auto Club Speedway. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. And I think Aaron Walpole did as well, the victory here at the Auto Club Speedway. Thank you guys very much for watching once again. Congratulations to Aaron Walpole, and I will see you guys later.